What up, my freaks? Ruinous Insight here with part 34 of my Total Warhammer II modded Mazdamundi campaign. So as we saw last time, we declared war on Numas mostly because they were raiding our territory and were only... I mean, to be fair, they were only somewhat in our way, but, we can't have that. And we also debuted some new units as Mazdamundi's army is finally pretty much in its final form. It's got the Thunderous one, it's got 4 Blessed Stegs, which are... okay, they seemed a little bit lackluster in range, but you also do have to remember that they can go into melee and still dish out quite a lot of damage. Plus, more importantly than that, the Honor Guard of Hexawattle did really, really well, and they showed off why they are Mazdamundi's personal guardians, so that's pretty nice. Mazdamundi, more from you, please, as we go on. Now, this episode, we have various things to do, as I did plan to declare war on Clan Scryer, mostly because they're here. Not so much because we really have to go after them, but, you know, because we can. Before we get that, we do have alignments to spend, and I do want to spend them. We are very close to running out of Purify spawning pools, but I'm very curious to see how much money we'd get for the biggest economic thing. I don't remember what it's called, but let's find out. So we're at 32,800, and let's see how this changes it. 32,800, economy, buildings, I want to say. Ancient treasures unearthed. 32,800 to... alright, about 8k per turn. Oh yeah, that's worth it. Yeah, we probably want this up permanently now. That and Consecrate the Unborn. We'll get Purify spawning pools back in a couple turns. I do still want the growth for the desert regions, as they are going to take a while to level up. Well, actually, you're fine, but some of them will take a while to level up, trust me. You, in fact, can now switch to alignment of crafting to increase the money that we make. Although... I'm pretty sure I was building something here, but I no longer remember what it was. We already have the Temples of Quetley. We get some lodestones if we really wanted to. Grand Plaza. Your public order is fine, you don't need it. Well, you at the very least can get some Totems of Quetley. Well, actually, we don't have any money for it, but we will next turn now that we're making over 40k. Pretty decent amount of cash. Lord's not moved. You know what we'll do? We will start by attacking Ikit. I feel like we should do it with Tehenwen. We could also do it with Gorok, who can just reach him. But I feel like I want Skinks versus Rats, because they're both a high number, and it should be a pretty fun battle. Plus, Ikit and Tehenwen are more similar types of lords than Gorok is. And not to worry, buddy, you can move to Tobaro or something and attack that. Yeah. Alrighty, now who are you fighting? Who are you fighting? You are not... oh, damn, I was hoping that he was fighting the Empire, but alas, he is not. Vidrioth, Torgavon, he is fighting Talzin. So maybe Talzin will be happy with us if we gave them a little something for this. Alrighty. Or actually, we'd be happy if they gave us a little something. Where is Talzin? I have no reason to deal with the Wood Elves whatsoever. Bowman of Orion still unhappy with us relatively, but improving. Hopefully they don't just suddenly declare war on us, but it's very possible. You, non-aggression pact, we will join war against Clan Scryer. Yeah, alright. Alrighty, well then they won't attack us. Not that we'd really care if they did, because obviously good luck with that. Orion, you're strength rank 43 and we're strength rank 1. But I still hate dealing with the Wood Elves. I just hate dealing with the Wood Elves. Alrighty, let's hit Scryer. Let's hit Ikit first, and I think this should be a pretty fun fight. Hopefully he doesn't run away. Don't be a coward, Ikit. No, Icky. Why? Why, Icky? Fortunately, he can't run far enough away. Tehenwen will hunt him down. He is blessed by Sotek, and so are his footsteps. And thus, even on the Doom Wheel, the rats can't get away. Now, it'll be a close victory. Eh? Well, I mean, considering the amount of siege artillery they have, that is still dangerous. Although maybe we can Vanguard deploy and... you know what? It was dangerous Vanguard deploying last time. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Obviously, this is going to have to be a cinematic battle. Let's see if we can't get a one-on-one going between Ikit and Tehenwen. Alrighty, here we go. Ikit Claw has made a terrible, terrible mistake watching a bunch of Lizardmen armies land on his shores, or at least very near his shores, and ignoring that in favor of attacking some Wood Elves. Now, granted, I would myself probably try to focus on killing Wood Elves, so I can't really blame Mr. Claw, but it is still not going to end so well for him, because a kind of a middling army here. A lot of the enemy forces are clan rats, although he does have a decent amount of storm vermin, as well as some better units like Deathglow Bombardiers. We got 3 units of Warp Lightning Cannons, which are scary. We got a Rattling Gun unit, a Warplock Jezzail unit, and definitely some elites that we have to be concerned about. I'm also pretty sure I saw Death Runners and an Assassin here on the edge, so that'll be pretty interesting. Now, as usual, I have Vanguard deployed to Hennewen. Clearly, I learned nothing from the last time I did this, but I feel like in this particular situation, it did warrant doing so. And the reason for that is because we really want to try to take out as many of these Warp Lightning Cannons off the field as soon as possible while the rest of the army approaches. And you can see what Ikit's army can see here. They can just see Ichlatek, who's running around looking for the enemy lord, as well as Tehenneman. I was going to try to get Tehenneman to duel him, but unfortunately Ikit's on this side of the map, and Tehenneman's honestly just too slow to get to him, whereas Ichlatek, not so much. Yeah, so we did kind of luck out with regards to the sort of map that we got here. Because they are positioned like this, we're able to approach behind the cover of the hill with our main force. Arcs of Sotek and Revivification Crystals in tow by the red-crested skinks. They will be able to come crest this hill and attack the enemy relatively safe from those Warp Lightning Cannons. We also have our 2 skink chiefs, as well as our Oracle waiting behind this stuff. I really didn't want them to get hit by all the scariness. Although, speaking of scariness, it is now starting to focus Tehenneman down. He is losing a little bit of HP, dropped about maybe 10%, and is about to drop more. But there we go. We got an Engine of the Gods, and this is why I wanted to Vanguard deploy him as close as possible to those Warp Lightning Cannons, going right through them to try to, get them off the field and not fire at us. And after we launch that, obviously we're going to just back off as far as we can go so that we don't get killed. I'm really wary of Tehenneman getting sniped just like last time. Alrighty, looks like the Engine of the Gods is certainly doing work. Will it be enough to force these Warp Lightning Cannons to rout? It's very close. This one's at about half HP. Hasn't really connected with this one yet. Here we go, come on. And some of the other Warp Lightning Cannons are hitting Tehenneman, who's at about 20 to 25% HP loss. These Warp Lightning Cannons, fortunately, are now wavering, so we just have to make sure that they take a little bit more damage, and then they will rout. In fact, I think if we can cause this one to rout, the other one will follow suit by virtue of a nearby a unit routing as well. So confident damage sustained. You're at about Are you gonna waver from this? We'll see. We'll see in a second. Too bad we couldn't hit the Deathglow Bombardiers with that at the same time. Anyway, let's see the rest of the battle. We do have our Chameleon Skink unit waiting on this side over here. And we can see how different our map setup is. We have our heroes in the middle. We have our all of our flankers, instead of flanking from both sides, on one side, getting ready to, again, attack the enemy Warp Lightning Cannons, anything on the side here. We also have Ichlatek slowly moving towards Ikit, as well as our main force on the sides getting ready to crest that hill. As I've said, we did summon a Feral Manticore. I was originally going to get him to attack those Warp Lightning Cannons, but both units broke, and therefore we are able to send it off to sort of annoy those Warp Lightning Cannons long enough for our flankers to get to them. In the meantime, it looks like Tehenneman is going to be able to run away while Ikit and Ichlatek approach each other, getting ready for a showdown. Now, I don't think this is going to go very well for Ikit for a number of reasons. The first of which is, look how frickin' hard Ichlatek hits. 1120. He's like a legendary lord at this point. Like, what the hell is this? Whereas Ikit hits for 380. Pretty pathetic. Pretty pathetic by comparison. And here we go. Let's see if he manages to get that first hit in there. Alright, and it looks like the first hit is in. Beautiful, and he didn't even miss. I mean, considering the fact that he hit so hard, the level of attack at 62 is a little bit low. Oh, and you gotta love the animations on the Carnosaur. I really wish that the riders of units did a little bit more stuff. Like, in general, I'm not happy with how much riders do. Like, they don't seem to poke at enemies with their weapons up there. Especially dragon riders. I've noted this in previous campaigns, but dragon riders, like, oh, well, it looks like you're almost poking the enemy, just sort of showing off here. But yeah, dragon riders in the lore have very, very long lances, and, well, at least elven dragon riders, and, well, I mean, not like there's a lot of other dragon riders. They use very long lances like lances on horses on dragons, so it's just kind of nonsense that you don't see them really use them at all in this particular game. Would it have been that difficult to animate? And look at Ikit. Just look at this. Ichlatek basically unharmed. Ikit's basically dead now. One more hit will in fact finish him off. And this is Carnosaur's real happy. This Carnosaur's been real fed. Good job, buddy. Ikit just got absolutely wrecked. And this was with some support units moving in to help. We got some storm vermin. Well, finally, the rest of our army is now cresting the hill. As soon as the Lord dies, we have a bunch of red crests getting ready to attack the enemy. On top of that, with their warp lightning cannons, these guys are going to be relatively safe. We're also going to move in our flankers to try to get the last unit of warp lightning cannons out. Unfortunately, Tehenwan did get caught here by himself and surrounded by a bunch of wolf rats who I guess run faster than him, which was why they were able to catch him. Yeah, 48 versus 80, not surprising at all. So they were able to catch him. There's a pack master over here as well. So we are going to try to move as much of our force over here as we can to sort of relieve Tehenwan. However, on the bright side, we do have Earthblood available to us via the Oracle, so we can heal him, and especially combined with the regeneration that he has. Otherwise, it looks like Ikit's running, but Ichlatek wants no part of that and is going to try to chase him down. What's the speed comparison here? 69, ooh, versus, yeah, it looks like that. Oh, and the Carnosaur is actually faster. It was 69 versus 87. Yeah, very well done. Alrighty, well, their Lord is out of the picture. We're going to drop down a Comet of Cassandora right here. It's going to be a little bit off, but I was a little bit wary of hitting our own chameleon skinks here, so not a huge deal. It'll still do a bit of damage to these storm vermin, knock them back. It's a pretty wide AoE. And in the meantime, our Blessed Chameleon Skinks can rip apart this Warp Lightning Cannon, who is now wavering and almost ready to die. And I always also love watching the Chameleon Stalkers fight. They're just such a fun-looking unit. They look really cool. Every single time I watch the Lizardmen fight, I'm always trying to compare whose aesthetic is cooler, if it's the Lizardmen or the Tomb Kings. Especially with the new units that have been added over time, the Lizardmen got even cooler than they were. You gotta love them. I mean, I still obviously favor the vampires, just as my favorite faction, but you know, aesthetically, they might not be quite as fun. I will admit that. Alrighty, here we go, and the red crests are overwhelming the rest of the enemy forces. Over on the side over here, ooh, we have a Doom Rocket going down, or whatever that ability is called. Wait, no, I don't think that's a Doom Rocket, it's something else, but going down on one of our units of red crested skinks. It actually took them from about full health to, let's say 25%, but interestingly enough, no models were killed. 117 out of 120, so very impressive there. And they do still have the revivification crystal around them to help them recover that HP. Unfortunately for the enemy, their storm vermin and stuff that were here are all gonna run away because they didn't want any part of that warp stone explosion. So that helps us out, and the rest of the army is just about ready to rout. We can see just how our red crests are absolutely overwhelming the enemy Skaven. I actually was hoping that the enemy Skaven would last a little bit longer. But oh well, they're just running from the woods, and they didn't really get any value out of their death globes and their warplock Jezzails and their rattling guns. They're all just running away and not firing at anybody. We are taking a little bit of damage on these chameleon stalkers, but the rest of these units are wavering. They did have an assassin helping them out, I guess, so that might be what was helping dish out the damage. We also have that Packmaster running around, but fortunately, we can send Ichlatek to deal with them. Just like he dealt with Ikit. I mean, he is a Lord Hunter and a Hero Hunter after all. And there we go, Packmaster. Good luck with that. Would you want to ride a giant rat? And was that 2 hits? He killed him in 2 hits. Oh man, yeah, would you really want to ride a giant rat against a freaking, well, what is essentially a T-Rex here? I don't think so. And, well, that's a disgusting gooey explosion there, but still. Alrighty, and the battle once again is just about over. This is just, you know, the annoying part of fighting the Skaven. Some of their units run and then come back and then run and then come back. But we will chase them down because our red-crested skinks are very, very fast runners. And this is another reason why I think that Tehenowin was a better choice in this particular fight than Gorok. Because Gorok's army, being pretty much all Saurus, is very, very slow. And they would have not been able to chase the rats, whereas the Red Crest can run at them at about even speed. And on top of that, several units like the Chameleon Stalkers and Chameleon Skinks can fire while moving, both the precursor weapons and the, whatever the regular weapons, the blow dart weapons that the Chameleon Skinks have. So they can keep just chasing those units away and killing them, preventing them from coming back. Reload and blow some darts at them. Ooh, knock out some Death Runners there.
Brave, but not now.
You better run, Death Runners. I mean, they are Death Runners after all, ha 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 ha. Alrighty, are we just about done here? You know, I'm gonna speed this up because this battle is very definitely over. Star of the show. Gotta go with Ichlatek this time. Tehenowin did really good taking out the biggest threats on the field, I will admit. But that was more the engine of the gods than him achieving stuff himself, although he did tank a lot of stuff as well. But Ichlatek killed both the Lord very quickly at the start, and then the hero, and took like no damage himself at that. So pretty disgustingly effective. Anyway, that's it. Let's see how we did. Alrighty, game says close victory, but I think for reasons that are pretty obvious, I disagree. The army is absolutely fine, and they don't really have to. Deal with any more of these guys, and as their entire army is going to be dead. And I don't think that's a close victory. Otherwise, we did pretty well. Once again, this army just shows just how strong it is. Like Tehenowin's army of all skinks, well, plus all the arcs of Sotek and a little bit of Basti work is really, really shockingly strong. And I really love it. It's funny because in the Gorok campaign, which I also played to completion, I also really loved Tehenowin's army. There's just something about the masses of red-crested skinks that it makes you feel real good. Anyway, you can, well, you know what? I don't think you need to heal. Just exterminate. Keep getting that research rate up. Ikit is down, and let's see what trait he gives you. I think it's to do with Winds of Magic. Whoa. Plus 30% research rate faction-wide, excuse me? That's insane. Wait, we can't kill Ikit. We have to farm him. We have to farm Ikit. Get plus 30% research rate on all of our lords. Imagine having 10 lords with this trait. I assume it stacks. That's insane. And, I mean, Winds of Magic is also heavily... Yeah, I'd actually like to get this on Mazdamundi. Yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised by that trait. And a little bit shocked. Anyway, let's move to Bilbali and take it next turn. Wait, could Gorok take it right now? No, I can't reach it. Alright, well, if you can't take it right now, I guess you're gonna move to Tobara. And I guess what we'll do... Where would we be better off moving? I want to go into an ambush so that the Skaven don't know we're coming. Because there's probably like a dozen armies all over this place, because the Skaven factions do like to do that sort of thing. Nakai, you're already in full speed stance. I would like you to land here somewhere. I guess you can land over there when you're ready. Alrighty, I'm pretty happy with it. Aha, look what we have here, a bunch of enemies. Damn, Ikit. And in fact, what's our research rate now? 773. Oh, we're getting closer and closer to 800, but I just can't quite get it there. Oh, man. All right, well, we're working on it. Let's see, what else we have? Mazdamundi, you, buddy, need to move towards Agrul Migdal. I guess we're going to ignore this. Go to Agrul Migdal. I guess you could stay in this territory for now, although how many turns is this going to take? You know what? I was gonna say maybe go... fast travel or march stance or whatever it's called, but I think maybe we don't need to. Yeah, yeah, I probably should have. I was thinking that what if there's like 6 armies here and they all attack Mazdamundi while he's in march stance? Not that they probably would have still been able to kill him. Cytochrome, I think you can start chasing down this army over here, Diana. You, Springs of Eternal Life, get us some. Ooh, construction cost reduction, stonemason's shop. Numas is pretty nice. I would like it to send you out here. You're not gonna go for Springs of Eternal Life, right? Nah, I don't think you are. Oh, but what if all these guys attack you? You know what? We're gonna move you up, but I think we're gonna ambush with you just in case there's 100 armies here. And I say, aha! If it isn't, well, it's actually not 100, but I still think that maybe we're better off ambushing you, especially since we can't attack. Oh, what if they all go for Cytochrome, though? I think they're all gonna go for one. I think they're all gonna go for Moff Catel. Well, if they do, they do. In fact, Moff Catel, oh, I should have kept you at 50 so we could have put you in a camp stance. That would have really helped. We could put you into astromancy stance, but then we lose missile strength, and I don't think I want to do that. Yeah, alright, just stay where you are. Defend. Defend in your own territory at that. I can't quite tell if you're defending in your own territory. There we go. There we go, and we don't need anything else out of here, but we will be getting more ogres and stuff for our new army that's coming in. Alright, Moff Catel, I'm happy with you. Oh, Talk Chick. Talk Chick is ready for a level up. I guess we're going through Gutter Fighter. I don't see any reason to stop, so Gutter Fighter it is. Caritril. Who are you? Oh, you're this guy. Oh, wait, you're already here. Oh, nice. Nice, Caritril, very nice. You go right here. And it's time to start ogering up. Well, in 2 turns, because we need your, we need these guys too. And in fact, since it is time to start ogering up, do we want to perhaps change up some of this stuff? Well, I mean, the geomantic resistance is good. We have ancient power, and we have Quetzal's design, so we have all the best stuff already. I still want to get Slann Fury, although 8% isn't a huge upgrade, to be honest. Yeah, this feels really inferior. Like 8% when attacking versus straight up 10% weapon strength and 5 melee attack. Why is Slann Fury so much weaker? And I get it that it's missile strength as well, but Quan Chi's speed, plus 20% charge bonus. Ooh. Now this makes me think, do we maybe want to get this guy to Atara to get Commence the Massacre and put him in this ogre army? He has a perfect spawn. I feel like a perfect spawn would be a decent candidate for being among ogres, you know what I mean? And hey, whoa, why are you so hurt? Oh, you're in attrition land. Okay, well, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm just trying to think. I did want to get him into, not Moff Catel's army, he has Bogtza. Cytochrome. You could technically use that perfect spawn. The only thing is I still haven't decided whether we're going to keep the Saurus Warriors in this army. I kind of wanted to make this just an all-dino army and replace all the Saurus Warriors with a bunch of regular Basties, so it's just a frickin' ton of Basties. Granted, it's a little bit worrying because Basties do lose their leadership quite a bit faster than these guys. But you don't really buff Saurus, do you? Or do you very slightly buff them? I think the only reason I went for Saurus here is just because we have the ability to resurrect them with a bunch of Earthbloods. But, you know, considering he doesn't buff them, maybe we're good as we are. In the sense that we get these guys out and just keep getting more and more dinos, get a couple Dread Saurians to lead them, a few Revivification Crystals, a few Arcs of Sotek, and just maximize dino carnage. Because we already have so many Saurus armies, I'm a little bit bored of using tons and tons of Saurus all over the place. You know what, I'll think about it. I'll think about it, because if you don't have a Saurus army, then you probably won't need this perfect spawn guy. Although, now that I think about it, Commence the Massacre would also be really helpful with the dino army, and so would Ferocity of Age. And on top of that, if we could get a couple of these guys in here, they would really help the dinos in general. Via combination of Ferocity of Age and Charge bonus. And the Sacred Adornments as well. Yeah, that would probably benefit them more than Saurus, ironically enough. So what, do we just get a couple more of those guys? I just want to see, are there any ones that are... Let's see. We can always get them in there later. Saurus Scar Veteran has to come out of Hexowaddle. We're at 9 out of 8. We need to build more. 9 out of 8, really? Huh. Do we have a few extra somewhere? Oh, we have 2 here that are doing nothing. And then, I forgot what you were doing. Oh, you're another tech thief. Yeah, I remember getting you last episode. Let's get you out there before I forget. I swear, what are you and why are you standing here? You're a skink chief that has confident. And you have boost income. You know what? Go boost some income up in Hexoatl. Well, I know, I'm gonna forget to move you and then the camera's gonna pan over there, I freaking guarantee it. Otherwise, I don't see any more heroes that are sort of free. Yeah. Alrighty, well, I guess it looks like we'll need to build a few more of those buildings that allow us to get more sort of Scar vets, because we're out of luck there. Anyway, this I'm happy with. Let's end the turn, unless anybody else has to move. Predot. Well, I guess you're going to the same place, so stay here. We're gonna keep trying to figure this out. We also do have another Slann that we wanted to recruit. 5th gen Slann Fire. It would give us more alignments as well. You know what? Maybe it's time. Maybe we get him in here and start getting him his Razor Dawn hunting packs, as well as something. I still haven't decided what. All right, fine. Let's get you in here now. I want to. Oh, but how much is this going to change everything? Each additional lord gives upkeep plus 1% recruitment cost plus 10% raised debt. Also unit XP plus. I wish that there was like a perfect like predictor as to how much this would actually reduce our income, because it's a lot more than it seems. But then again, we did just get that thing that increased us to like 40 out of it. Yeah, no, what? Fine. Recruit. We're at 39. We'll go down to 37 points. Yeah, that's not that bad. And we got some alignments out of it anyway. All right, you Tepti. Well, you can't recruit right now. I also want to check what you've got. You have Ally of Beasts. Ironically, we could make you a cavalry army as well, because you buff up cold ones. And yeah, but we can't do cavalry and Razor Dawns. It doesn't work. The Razor Dawns need a battle line. Is there anything here that would work as a battle line? Not really. Huh, you also buff flyers. Huh, what if we made a partially flying army and a partially cold one army? Yeah, but then again, the problem with that is, where would we put the Razor Dawns? I really did want a Razor Dawn army. I really wish that the Life Slann buffed the Razor Dawns, because I could have used Razor Dawns with the giant pile of dinos. Bad. Alright, I'll think about it. What the hell is this? You have Unified Consciousness, you have Meticulous... Okay, this is just awful. This is awful. Oh, Foreseen Consequences is just terrible. Oh, wow. Okay, you need a respec, buddy. You need a respec. You can't be doing this. Regardless of the fact that you're sitting here, you can't be doing that. Wait, what? We respect, but you get 2 points in Fireball anyway? Huh, I guess you can't respec those. Weird. Root Marcher, Rally, Burning Embers, all this stuff is obvious, and Ancient Power as well. I do want you to have Astral Oracle. It is faction-wide, and then I do want, I guess, to get Slann's Mandate. This is a little bit of an expense. Ooh, you can get Blazing Sword of Ruin at the same time as well. Technically, we should get all this stuff. Soot and Ash. Well, Control Flames... it's +1 physical resistance for everybody while defending. It's not horrible. So this, and Devilish Conflagration is actually not amazing. Let's get Slann Mandate. I would like to get Quetzal's Design, but it really depends on what type of units we get in here, so I think we can wait on that one. Oh man, do we just keep your points other than Blazing Sword of Ruin? Let's get this. Arcane Convergence, Soul of Stone. Cold, Merciless without pity, obeying only logic, hardened again. Okay, sure. Blazing Sword of Ruin. And we'll keep the last 4 points for something. Oh, I would also like to get Slann Forcefield, but then we'll have no upgrades. Nah, not a big deal. Not a big deal. Screw it, let's get this. Let's go higher state of consciousness, I think. But your speed's at 56, which is decent. I do like the 20% extra magic resistance as well. Basically maxes it out. Well, I think we need to... Get harrowing, scrutiny, and higher state of consciousness. No, wait, transcendent healing and higher state of consciousness, and then we'll figure the others out. And then just get devilish configuration. Should probably also get Kindle Flame and stuff, but it's too late now. It's too late. Plus, this guy's going to be staying here for a while. Oh, he had items. Oh, he had another Trickster Shard on him as well. That's interesting. Might send that elsewhere. I'll probably redo these at some point, but not now. Probably between the episodes, just so it doesn't take up time. All right. Anyway, I believe with that we can now end the turn, unless Grendel needs to steal some stuff. He's at 4 now. He's okay. The rest. Wait, I thought we had another. I thought we had a wounded... Oh yeah, this guy. Gefeaten is wounded. How many more turns? Oh, you can't... It's bugged, so you can't see how many turns. Alrighty, well, let's end the turn. I guess we could get the growth thing, but we'll get the next turn as well. Go. Oh man, we're running out of time quickly, but at least we got the battle with Ikit Confederation with Nagaron and Deadwood Sentinels. Somebody tried to wound us, and it looks like Grendel has been blessed. Somebody tried to block our army. Enemy hero action success chance -5. Hero self-defense plus 10% chance of wounding. Very nice. Was the target of unsuccessful hero actions. Wow, this is maxed out now. Beautiful. Well done, Grendel. Very well done. And, oh, no, they're going to attack the Black Pyramid of Nagash. Oh, well, we don't have time to fight this right now. This might actually be a really fun / possibly difficult battle, because they have a Hyro Titan. I guess we could surround it with Croxagores or something, but this is a basic army with a Saurus Scarvet and without a Lord. 3246. 40-50. Yeah, this will be pretty interesting. Alrighty, we're gonna make this a cinematic battle, but we'll do it at the start of next episode, so I'm just gonna call it here, because I do expect it'll take like half the episode. And it's not behind walls as well, so I do expect a fun time. So anyway, calling it here. Next time, start with this, and then keep moving through the desert with Mazdamundi. I think we'll be able to attack and destroy Numos most likely, and continue our war against the Skaven as well. So with that said, as always, I do appreciate any and all feedback regards to the gameplay or the way I do things on this channel. And don't forget to leave a like and comment for your friendly neighborhood heretic. All glory to the algorithm, and thanks for watching.